Hello, and welcome to episode 20 of the Liberland Show. I'm your host, Adam J. Carswell. Today we are joined by Silvia Hauke. Silvia is a world diplomat of Liberland. Silvia, thank you for joining us. And do you have any opening remarks for our listeners?
Hello, everybody, and thank you. You invite me to talk to you.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this conversation. I know we coincidentally connected over WhatsApp, and now, what do you know, Silvia, you're here joining us. I have to ask you, how did you begin your journey as a Liberlandian?
Well, it was very interesting. First met with President Viti Jedlička was on summer 2016. Soon after that, me and my husband started helping around Liberland because we find it very interesting, and we want to help about that new state. At the beginning, we are organizing trips to visit Liberland by a boat, and today we have 2 ships, so we are rowing.
Absolutely. I know you mentioned to me you're based out of Sombor, Serbia, which is almost like the heartbeat of Liberland right now, being so close in proximity. What has it been like for you living so close to the physical presence of Liberland?
Well, it's very nice and very, very interesting. We like that idea of Liberland, so we are always here and having always something to do, something interesting and something new in the growing of Liberland, idea of Liberland.
Yeah, and I think you just mentioned it, but how did you first find out about Liberland?
We just hear it from some people here in my city, and I just called the number and have Mr. Viti Jedlička, the president. And he told me that, yes, he always needs some help of people who is living here around Liberland. So we are here.
Have you thought about opening your own Hotel Liberland there in Sombor?
Maybe in the future, yes. Let's start with the state, and after that we will see what to do else.
We know who to go to first when it's time for that.
Yes. First me, and then you will see Liberland.
Can you tell us about a unique experience, Silvia, that you've had since working with Liberland?
Well, unique is all that many people are coming here to see Liberland. We have many interesting visitors here from all around the world. For example, last summer here was young people filming Liberland from South America, from Argentina and Uruguay, then from Switzerland, Italy. And here was also Emma Pauli. She's from France, and she made a short film about Liberland. And now she's, with that movie, participate in many film festivals. Also, here was Jonathan Legg from Travel Channel. So all these interesting people having short films, and we can see it on some channels and watch them.
Yeah, and you bring an interesting point out there. There's a lot of statistical data that has been released about how Liberland will affect that portion of the world economically. And one thing that happens with economic growth is you start to get a lot of people coming to a particular area from all around the world. And it sounds like that's what you've experienced. So before the establishment of Liberland, did you ever see anything close to the amount of foreigners traveling to your area of the country?
Well, actually, yes, much more people are coming here to see the area of Liberland. Many people are coming here in Serbia. It's an interesting country, especially coming to see Liberland, to see where start that idea of essential free country.
Great. Silvia, can you tell us a little bit more about your professional background?
Well, I used to live in Budapest, that is in Hungary. And I was there a secretary or an office manager in some great companies.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, I come back. And soon after that, I come back to Serbia. We have a travel agency. And soon after that, we start with working around Liberland.
Yeah. And did you ever study abroad, or where did you study or practice your English? Because I have to say, you have pretty good English.
Oh, thank you very much. Here in Serbia at school.
Yeah, okay. Well, now we know Serbia can do it.
Yes.
During your time in Hungary, how do you think that prepared you or taught you for working with Liberland?
I never hear about Liberland. Before that, doesn't exist the idea of Liberland. When I was in Hungary, that was the beginning of 2000, and here in Serbia again, 2007 or something like that. So don't exist then Liberland. But I have always the feeling that I have to do something with my life and create something which is close at essential freedom, not to be always push some state problems. And that's how I find the Liberland.
Yes, and I noticed when we set up our phone call, your email address, I think, was Travel Liberland or something like that. Are you working on maybe establishing a little bit of a Liberland travel agency?
Yes, we are working on that, but at first we have to have that Liberland state to touch it and to organize all these people to come to see Liberland and to make some really great movement about it.
Absolutely. Is there a Liberland Facebook page? We'll probably mention this again at the end of the interview just for people to have a way to get in touch with you or to follow up. But is there a Facebook page that you're using or actively posting what you're working on with Liberland?
Yes, on Liberland Travel. You can find us Travel on Facebook.
Okay. Perfect. And that's you and your team operating the page?
Yes, me and my husband.
Hey, that sounds like a team to me.
Yes. It's a very good team here.
How has he enjoyed his time with Liberland?
Well, he have many jobs around it because he's working always on building the new ships.
Oh, wow.
This year also.
Yes. For the listeners, can you mention the names of the ships and a little bit more about what he's doing to work on them?
Yes. My husband is working around our ships, Liberty ship and Bitcoin Freedom ship. Mm-hmm. That is the new one. And we wanted to make a hotel over there, and it will be around Liberland, on the waters of Liberland. So next time you visit us, you can have an accommodation on Liberland Freedom.
Oh, I'll take that. Is that a VIP pass?
Yes, for you, of course.
Silvia, what advice do you have for aspiring Liberlandians? Maybe someone who never even heard about Liberland before, and this is the first ever interview that they ever heard. What advice would you give to someone who wants to get involved?
So the people have to be useful and participate in building a new and essential free country as Liberland. They can send foundations, and they have to let people know about us and give a part of their life, their time, and come to see it and do something good for Liberland. And you will see very soon this will be a strong state with great people who are working for it. And we want to realize the idea of free Liberland. And of course, to live and let live.
Absolutely. All right. Well, Silvia, where do you see Liberland with its growth? Now that you mention it, where do you see it in the next 3 to 5 years?
Well, I believe that in a few years we will have that piece of land as a state of Liberland. I believe that will belongs to Liberland, and finally we can start building real buildings, real objects over there. Yeah,
I agree with you, and especially at the rate at which we're growing, at the rate at which people are discovering the ideas and the principles of Liberland, as you mentioned, it's an infectious idea. And so that's why there's so many people literally around the world, and I guess we have to give thanks to the internet as well, but so many people around the world gravitating towards this piece of land, you could say, but it's more, again, the idea that's the gravitational pull.
That's right. It's a piece of land, but I know that many people doesn't see just a piece of land. That idea to be free, it's the most important.
Have you had the privilege or opportunity to travel to any other countries or cities on behalf of Liberland?
Oh, no, not yet.
Okay, well, I feel like that day is coming.
Yeah, of course. I'm a citizen of Liberland. Soon, I believe that I will have the passport too, and then I can travel as a Liberlander.
I have a fun question for you. It's okay if you need a minute to think about it. If you had to travel to one other country, anywhere in the world, to do a diplomatic visit on behalf of Liberland, where would you want to go?
Well, I was thinking, and I think that Russia, Moscow, is the target.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, I don't know if I had any expectations for your answer, but that's a unique answer. Is there any particular reason why?
I think we still hear from Serbia trust the Russian Brotherhood, and maybe they can also see Liberland also as a brotherhood.
Yeah, that would be a dynamic move to have any type of influence coming from Moscow. All right, well, we need you. Looks like I put you on the spot. You're the chosen one now.
Okay.
Well, all right, Silvia, I appreciate you taking the time to do this call. I hope this interview really catches fire and everyone falls in love with it, and that you get some more followers for that Travel Liberland Facebook page. Can you put another emphasis on the correct? Did I say that right? Is it Travel Liberland is the Facebook page?
Liberland Travel.
Oh, Liberland Travel. Thank you. So yeah, guys, you can connect with Silvia there. Is there any other way, Silvia, that people from Liberland are interested can reach out to you, or is that your preference?
Me or Liberland Travel, yes, you can contact always.
Okay, perfect. Silvia, thank you. Do you have any closing remarks?
Remark from Liberland is always to live and let live.
Said like a true champion, like a true Liberlandian.
Thank you.
All right, guys, this has been episode 20 of the Liberland Show. We were joined by Silvia Hauke today. She is a world diplomat of Liberland based out of Sombor, Serbia. I'm your host, Adam J. Carswell, and we will catch you guys in the next episode.